Welcome back to Europa Universalis 5. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and yeah, it's Sunday, and it's late for starting the stream. It's definitely not our normal time. Hopefully, you're able to step in and join me for this one, as we are just on the cusp of being done. We've got 27 years, less than 27 years left in this playthrough now, so we're very much on the cusp of being done with it. And this coming Wednesday during our regular stream time, we will finish this stream because for one, I'm heading off on vacation late next week, so I've got just a handful of days to be done with this one, to be able to take a little bit of break before we come back and start a new one fresh. Well, anyway, we are Scotland, but we're the United States of Scotland. So if you're just stepping in, we have grown quite large from the initial Scottish Civil War that saw us and a number of vassals that were picked up eventually. Much of Ireland is ours, all of Norway, much of Denmark, little bits of Northern Europe, and then Iceland, Greenland, and a whole lot of the Americas, and the other similar blues are what's left of our colonies as we've been absorbing them one by one here through the Age of Revolutions. I'd very much like to get Karankawa here off of that particular vassal, so that we can connect it up to anyone and get a local governor in there to spread proximity through this area. But that's going to involve linking this area, whatever path we need to make that happen. So next time we take land off of them, we are going to grab the Gulf Coast first and foremost, but also potentially through there to link things up. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we have made it all the way to the Pacific finally. That was one thing we had not done. Besides that, we also have the bottom third of Africa. We were pretty active on that for a while, but when we hit the Age of Revolutions, the attention has moved back to the Americas, where we now have 3 large armies. We've been hovering between being ranked number 2 and number 4 in the world. And there you have it. That's where we're at on things. Let's kind of get into the playthrough. Second Army of America is missing a commander. We had a lot of elder statesmen who have perished. Let's see, find somebody who is not already on task. There we go. 53-year-old. What's yours? No combat modifier. Actually, no great modifiers. A little weak. Well, that's railroad constructions are active, and Tamil Patriots are kind of on the verge, and they would suck in another couple, I would think, but not a big civil war when the time comes. That's okay. We have 3 CBs in preparation. Our colonies have pretty much stalled, gaining 8, 7, and 7 per month. For whatever reason, they are nearly at the end of what we can colonize, but at least one of those colonies is really surprising me at how weak it is at the moment. We've grown rapidly. We were at 12 million. We now have 33 million pops. Part of that is absorbing the colonies. Definitely part. But we have just grown rapidly, and we've been conquering a lot of other nations here of late. All pretty rapid. We got 36k and are gaining 600 ducats a month. That's probably where we should start for this one, is go spend some money. We'll start with whatever's going to make us the most. Steel mills. Okay, get about 20 of those made. 15 of those made. That was expensive all by itself. Those are very expensive, but they're also very profitable. We only got a couple of those manufactory types done before we ran ourselves into other tech as we moved into the Age of Revolutions and we started embracing institutions. We had things we needed to do. I thought we unlocked the cannon foundry. Okay, well, let's take upgradables. Down to 8K. We'll sit on that for now. Good first spend. The moment we're waiting on CBs. Let me check on which ones those are, because it's been a hot minute. It's actually really only been a few days since we streamed last bit. Patano, so that's Florida. Was French. That'll help spark the next potential war. No disloyalty? No disloyalty at the moment. Oklahoma, that would involve attacking Genoa, but that's okay. And Nichiu is here. That's going to give you a cash stick. So that's a Western attack, and that's the one we are prepared for. So we'll go for Patano there. Second, have they picked up any friends? They have not. So that'll actually be a really easy one. These two are still tied to Castile. None of the English ones have broken off. Except for, it looks like... Oh, Pirate Republic of Wapusk. Okay. Oh. There's our first... Country is at war, currently trying to break themselves off, presumably, from England. And of course that would be a really nice one because we do have all of these lands here, and that would actually connect us up. And you really cut off England. But it looks like their other colonies are getting involved. They're going to have a hard time. That's the hard thing about all these English colonies is they're touching one another. So anybody rebels, it's pretty easy for somebody else to go after them. Where... Nice artillery bonus versus fort. Where somebody like Patano, that's the only other French colony around anywhere nearby, except for these couple little guys up here. So it's pretty easy to be isolated and just head off any invasions you may see. Yeah, a lot of what's happening right now is railroads being built to connect things up. So we've really established a good amount of control from nothing. I mean, this is what all of the Americas looked like not long ago. But after moving the capital here and forming the United States, we've quickly been able to spread a very good amount of proximity to help bring up that score. We have one local governor currently, with that being the capital, Etowah, and then Cahokia along the Mississippi, which once we get Oklahoma in our control, all the way down to, and then Karankawa, all the way down to the Gulf, we would have one connectable with bridge and road all the way along there. Once we get that job done, you can really, really spread that proximity. Also, same with Rappahannock or Erie, the next rebellion through there, connect up the New England area, and then you can see we're actually grabbing some proximity through here, surprisingly. Is it coming? Oh. Oh, that's a weird one. You're going to wrap all the way through there. So we are grabbing some proximity through our colony. Well, that might be our next thing here. We've already quickly rebounded to 19k. We might want to start manually pushing out a little bit more proximity. We've already done pretty well through this area. Definitely not perfect, but there is the Nichia one, so that's next. Patano, yes, as well, but... Okay. Keystack definitely has a force. They are not nothing. What do they have? 14k regulars, 100k in levies. We should be able to handle that easily enough. Alright, on to the next war. Ooh, did not realize that you've got impassable terrain right there, but we'll make our way through. We'll get in there. Now this one's been taking attrition. We're up in the Rockies. Well, getting that capital already is going to make a big difference. And there goes their army. The siege shouldn't take us too long either. What? Okay. Told you to go up here. Thought I clicked on them. Certainly have now. There you go. You had a commander. They died. 70-year-old. Let's take the 17. They should actually live for a second or two. There's our Oklahoma CB as well, ready to go. Keystack, San Francisco Bay Area, capital for them, so that'll be obvious target to get to as soon as possible. I will let this army make their way up through here, so that means this one can actually cut inland to support the other a bit. So we're going to push south and help clean up and let these two combine to take on that 110k or so levies. We hopefully don't want to have them all at once. are going to leave behind half your force. Let's leave the commander to run that. Go take those 500 out and come right back. Oh, 63k spotted. Morale recovering very slow. We're going to stay put after we claim that. Alright, we'll head down. Or go deal with these guys. Also 10k there. Oop, just took out a small stack. Oh, they moved fast. That's gone, and they're already shifting down out of sight. We can cut them off here, as there's no other way through. No idea why my morale dropped by half on the arrival date, but we took care of them quickly. Full stack wipe. And I think we can go reclaim what they've taken. Both of these armies having a little bit of trouble finishing their job. It's a nice placement for the castle here, as it cuts off a pass, and then you have this other country beside it. Makes it a lot harder to get up to the capital. Not that it makes it impossible or anything. You could absolutely skirt around, but for a seemingly small, poor nation, okay, Nichio's already got 0 army whatsoever. Still a sizable force for Akishtak, and they've only been able to hire a very small amount of mercenaries. And they're looking at barely about 70,000. Which means any 2 of our forces can handle them easily enough. Alright, we want to push west again, but how do we want to do that? Over to here? No, let's go to Ivanpah first. Gonna reclaim these 3 down here, or claim those 3 down there. Ah, there we go. There's a sizable force, including the regulars. That's the bulk of their army right there. Two armies combined, 50-50 on numbers. I think that puts us in a real spot advantage. Take out the 5k on the on the side, and you're making life even easier. And with that castle siege down now, we have good opportunity to bring these two forces together into this area, because it looks like they are moving. Yeah, moving up here. Though we don't really need to fight them, not directly. Okay, that was here. We have made contact with Sokoto. We are going to continue to colonize. And we've already made contact here. I think Qatar, and you can just take them down directly. So we move up to here. Head back to our own borders for a second. Get reinforcements. Both of them can. So we'll send this one here. Send that one spot up. Overall war score is at 43% already. So it's doing pretty nicely, but I know that there's absolutely more we can do in this. I am curious. Let's look at that separate piece. Looks like we're already close enough to be able to make a deal. Now, how do I want to go about this? Well, finishing that off just seems natural. And they already don't want to take that deal. Okay, there's going to be some work to do, apparently. Taking the capital, obviously, is going to be one of the best ways. But get out of these nasty mountains. That's only an 8 on war score right now, so it's pretty clear we could take actually a whole lot off of them once we turn the war in the direction we want it to go. That's the capital state. Yep. Connect up through the Snake River and into Idaho. I think that all kind of makes the most amount of sense as a start point. Get the rest of Bannock. We're still only looking at 24 war score. It definitely looks like we can get a whole lot off of these guys. That's a 31. In terms of land, that's about a third of the nation, so there's a chance we can get the entirety. Cannot annex all locations, though. So it will be a little bit beyond that reach, meaning that it's going to take more than one war to eliminate a quiche stack. There's our army movement and a turn of the month. Good amount of reinforcements. They are moving which way? Fish Lake. They're moving towards Fish Lake. They just finished sieging down there. They might be coming down here towards us. Have these two kind of move in parallel for a moment. Draw closer. And yes, sure enough, that's the direction. Ooh, they slipped past me? Okay. I'm going to catch the 2500 and do. They're going to get caught up with the castle unless they can march right through. They might quickly assault it and take it back. There's not going to be a whole lot of troops guarding it. There's still only 22, so we have not filled up the garrison at all. Customs house, import efficient. Yeah, money. We'll take some money. Cabinet member, papal delegation has arrived. Grave expression on their faces. They demand that we hand over to the Inquisition. Funny. I couldn't care less about him being alright. Tell both of them to stay put. Morale was very low. Okay, there's one. The other one's still taking attrition for some reason, but he's getting up there. There you go. Now you can both go. And without an assault, they are going to take the attacker penalty. So we lose 1,000. They've lost 20,000 already. Absolutely hammering them. Their flank's already fallen, except for they do have some reserves that can't even get up there. They got 25,000 in reserves there that aren't hitting the front. More forces that showed up. Is that what that was? I don't know. We lost 3,000. They lost 65,000. Yowzer. Alright, now we can go move on their capital. Yes, that is the capital. Okay. No, their castle's on the state. Yeah, never mind recovering these two that they took back. We will just push right on north from here. We're going to have a healthy war score after that one, after that battle. And once we can get the castle, or the capital. Tier 4. We'll have to sit through this one. At this point there's not as much left as reinforcements. Wiped out their levies. But this high level of attrition we're taking is kind of the only downside. Still at minus 42. Are you kidding me? It's a tier 6. Jeez. Go ahead and take another look at what a separate piece deal might look like. And right now, we would actually have a positive score. So let me get into there just for the sake of it needs it. Plus 8. Let's connect this side up. Plus 3 and 47, and if it's going to take more than one war, I might just go ahead and piece them out here. Get done with it. We have 2 more wars to do. Oh, that doesn't reach the coast. Let's take that back. In fact, we'll take this state back as well. Hang on to that one for now. Eastern Washington, my home state. So +1, that's a 0. I'm okay bleeding over into one more. If we're gonna bleed into one more, maybe we bleed into the most obvious one right there. Oh, they don't like that one. Okay, I guess we will take that one. That definitely cuts them down a lot. There's a decent chance to get another war with them here at some stage before this thing is over to finish our little manifest destiny. We've already reached the Pacific, but not through traditional U.S. states. Antagonism is going to be really high, obviously for them, but I don't think I'm too worried about others. All the kind of random nations of the world seem to be topping out at about 31 right now on antagonism. It's a fair few nations though that are going to be pretty dang upset. I think we're okay though. We had 26 years, and most of them are just those Central American states that already are angry. Obviously, it's only a 49, but if we couldn't get it in one war, we'll just have to do it in 2. That was good enough for the first war. So now we can turn our attention to those next wars. They're going to have this one wrapped up, but they are looking really shabby. So we're going to march to Randolph with this first army and have them take over, and then we'll let the other army go replenish itself. I know Patano and then Oklahoma was the other. Patano's the easy one. Let's take care of that. So I think we could actually get away with just a single army for that. Coalition disbanded. K-Stack was the head of it. And we have a 100% war score. So we should be able to finish these guys off quite easily. Now we have the capital. 450 ducats, 100% annexation, so actually we don't need to deal with anything else here. Maybe we head to Oklahoma. Where is your capital? Research progress, hooray! Okay, nice, correct section chance, good for battles. New confession of faith. Oh, is it the introduction of Calvinism or something? Let's not get into that. We'll take the religious influence. We gave up some of that freely here not long ago. But that was definitely a bigger push. We had none of this land except for like a little sliver just, what, 10 years ago? We've done all of that in a very short period of time. Patano joins coalition. Gotta act before others join it. Oh, it's just New Spain and Patano. You attack Patano, you get New Spain. Yeah, New Spain? Go ahead, join. Join. You're no longer tied to and we have a path of connection too. They are no longer tied to Castile. So we can go get British Columbia. There you go. 2. A coalition of 2. Okay, 39k ready and recovered. $33k. Let's spend a little. Spend a little in 2 areas. Hold on, let me kind of jump straight to it. Trade offices. Looks like we are built up just about as much as we can, so we'll build all we can, which looks like there was 1 more or something like that. 28 more. And overseas trading posts. Let's build those. That was about 14k worth. What happened to our other army? So they just kind of got hung up. They didn't go where we wanted them to go. I think we could actually probably move on both of them at the same time, but we'll do Patano first. With New Spain. Hold that thought. Oklahoma. Genoa, Austria, others. And the main thing here is we are going to be stuck with... No, take the capital, Oklahoma. Okay, good. CB is tied to that one. Little stab hit, huh? Not sure why we got a stab hit, and that was a lot more than half a dozen nations. A lot more than. That's France, Brittany. We need to go as fast as possible on this. Did that give us the Appalachia as well? Looks like it did. So, never mind Patano. We'll move on the Appalachia. We're going to have to move in and out of this one pretty quick. We're going to get a plus 25. But we picked up a full HRE and then some. Like, France isn't part of the HRE, but we got all of France in this war. That's the second time that's happened to me, where we've declared war on somebody and it, without co-belligerent anybody else, inviting in a whole crap ton of additional armies that weren't supposed to be part of it. So we do not want to take on the masses. We are going to grab what we can grab very quickly and get the heck out of this war. Okay, we just beat Appalachia's forces and we just grabbed the main war goal. So that will tick upward very quickly. Those 12k out. Get a little bonus for that. Stop here and get to Utica on half morale. Shouldn't have a fight because there's the main force. And we just stack wiped them very quickly. And we'll take that city as well. We're gonna get to our 10% and then cash out. Already is 0%. Then we can go take out those 11,000. There's bound to be some other action. Well, there for one is other action, France. So we can continue and go take a force up there. Guaranteed we're going to see them sieging down these lands. There's 200,000. We could white peace a lot of those guys after a while if we wanted to, but it's late game enough. We're conquering things quickly enough. Getting a long truce with everybody, and getting a long truce with most of them is deal enough. Both of those. The rest of that's about to siege down and be ours. Already 8% on the war score now. There's the 11,000 circling behind us. 71,000 though. Hopefully we'll take care of them. Oh shoot, we got guys with crazy tasks. I want you going home during war. You're just gonna stand there and do nothing, huh? Yeah, Mobile Falls. Come on, 28%. Or 42%, okay. Risky move. Detach the siege and actually let's add $6,000 to support them. 35,000 could handle this. Or don't give me control of the 35,000. There you go. No! I only selected the 2 units. $6,000. And the cannons. Stay behind. Get there first. Get there. Oh, they took it. Damn. We lose the full stack wipe, but we lose the bonus that we had acquired. We're down to 5%. It was only about 4 months in, so it was only about 4%, but we have to reset that. So it's going to take a little bit longer. Any family members? Neither one is a family member. He's got a 75 in his area of strength. He's only a 60, but he's also 35 years old and he's about to die. So why don't we go ahead and let Patrick go? We'll side with Matthew. We very much ran out of family members. Only about half of the cabinet right now is. Oh, there goes my 9K. That was just about to finish that. Appalachia had another army. Oh, and they must have captured them. Well, that sucks. We're back up to 8%, but... we were so close to being done with that siege. And then it didn't even work out the other way either, because we didn't get there in time for this. There's the 27,000 moving. Okay, beat that one. That's their force, that's fine. It's their auxiliary, they're just taking it back. Okay, now I'm tempted to go beat up on them. They have no artillery, so it's actually quite possible. That is all regulars, though, so we're similar in size and strength at the moment. So maybe it's not an obvious win. So I'll just go take our siege. We'll let one of the other forces come deal with them soon enough. Wow, the last one to start. First one done. $10%. Might be enough. Let's see what we can get for 10%. Or just think that I'm clicking there. There we go. Now, I really wanted to get through. So Oklahoma's the first one. They got a minus 67. You've got high war enthusiasm. Because Genoa has not been involved. So Genoa is not missing their troops. Oklahoma is. Looks like we're going to have to wait this one out a little bit longer. Yeah, those are both in the zone, but I don't want to go straight into the fight. They're going to get that done long before we get over here. So I guess, yeah, go ahead and head over to there for now. Oh, they're on the move already. Wow, that was fast. We hadn't even made it out of one location yet. Okay, we will sit here. Restore. Okay, move in by one. They're in the forest. It's hard to know where exactly they're hiding. There they are. I think they're headed for A1A. Ooh, nope, they're stopping here. That is a river crossing, though. try to circle around. Okay, so that one's done. And we'll continue the push to reach Kilwa in Somalia. Oh, hold on. Is there anybody? Yeah, there's a few random ones, but my force, my African force is here. We actually could get after South. Get a little war score. That's definitely some regulars. Not too necessary. Genoa is the one. We're gonna have to just be patient, wait it out, kind of have that war score in our favor, and then okay, give me a couple ticks. I'm gonna move around. I'm trying to cut them off. These guys are going to come help now. We'll easily have enough collective forces to take that army out now. I'm trying to avoid the river crossing, but this seems the natural place that they're going to head to next. There's a disloyal. Rappahannock and Karankawa. Do we still have a truce with you? Karankawa, yes. 7 more years. Rappahannock is expired. They could rebel right away. Not while we're at war. They shouldn't be able to rebel while we are at war. Alright, we have effectively cut them off. There they are, going the other direction now. And they went after that army. So go support if we can get there in time. Both of them. Yeah, we had it. We had it. Not by much, though. I mean, that's 15,000 casualties. That was why I didn't want that one to necessarily go for it. So you can now venture this way. You can go back. Take that one. And we have all of Oklahoma under control. Hanali, to be exact. Bribe. Okay, they moved into the Denmark region as expected, but they're nowhere else. Maybe we need to call in a few reinforcements for this group and upgrade. What are you looking at? Heavy infantry, 2 heavy cav. Let's give you 1 more heavy cav. And let's give you another heavy infantry. That's 3 and 3. Do I want to give them the mortars? Let's give them just 1. And then we'll add in 3 lights. Let's give them something respectable to defend with. Now, the weird thing about what just happened is this is the group. They should have been able to recapture the forces that they captured of ours, because it was nowhere near the entirety of the army. Hello, click. execute them or something. Ah, there they go. Come back for this later. That's all Denmark. There's the stack wipe. And we did not get our forces back. Yeah, that's captives. They must have executed them. Which means we've got to replace like 2 heavy infantry and 3 cannon. Just going to make that particular siege take a lot longer, so let's try to get to it fast. We said 2 heavies. Royal mortars. Meantime, we'll just kind of be patient, wait it out, because we're at a minus 58. Let's see. That's a 10 for war score. Where's our Mississippi? It's right here, right? Yeah. That would probably do it. That's a 13. That would be an acceptable. Bohemia is the military hegemony, and they are part of this fight. Or the war, that is. Looks like we have two or three left to take there. There's 3,000 grenadiers. All right, we are going to send that army north to New Haven first, recover morale, and then send them the rest of the way up. These guys will finish off. fleets to the north end. So you're going to come up here to do the same. Wow, they got there fast. Okay, we'll take you all the way up to Deerfield because this one should be able to already get in there and active and deal with whatever forces. Salem first. All right. In we go. Okay, new cabinet member necessary. Wow, we finally have some nepotism. Okay, that's both of those. Let's go reclaim this. Get all that score we can grab. See how long it takes to get any kind of white pieces going, but we'll have at least complete control here in the Americas. We could look into going after these guys. You know what? Let's just go straight on up. The other one's gonna get here soon enough. We can have them come in. Cover the inland track. 20% war score now. Oh, nice. We just integrated Congo. Back into integrate area. And yeah, see, this is all Karankawa. And Karankawa, well, they don't have a truce yet. But all of that, none of that's integrated yet. It's all new acquisitions. Arkansas is about to be integrated. So we've got 2 cabinet members working on integration. One working in the Americas, one working in Africa. Alright. We'll bring you in. We'll get those back naturally. And we have a Navy down here, don't we? I know it took a little bit of a beating. There it is. It's got transports. Only 6 heavies, though. So why don't we come down to Mukwa and let you head down to Mukwa. Anywhere on this, still a minus 56. And it's awfully small demands. Once we start grabbing white pieces, though, it's going to be a different matter. Alright, morale's recovered for you. Go ahead and get straight in there. Oh, it's Merrimack. Okay, I was going to say, I was like, that looks like a European force. 37,000. Not quite half levies. Hold on. We'll stop here. Make sure our morale's tip top before we walk in there. Yeah, we're good. With the combination of levies, we should be able to win that one fairly comfortably. Yeah, the flake fell early. Yeah, there you go. 31,000. Still 15,000 losses, but very easily replenished for us. And that battle gives us a bonus on that war score. We can get 7 more on the attacker ticking. And then it'll be somewhere right around that time where we should be able to pick up the white pieces. Once you get to about 25%, that seems to be there or soon thereafter, where you're going to start getting nations that want out. Alright, we got 37k on board. They are not in the war. There's one town there we can get after. Okay. I see you. It's almost all infantry. Not easy. Not going to be easy. Maybe we start down a little bit further with like these guys. No. Stay put. No reason to risk this army. It's not going to be a substantial war score. Uashat is back with England. They did not succeed. There is Arkansas integrated. We're going to do Red River next. We kind of have all we can get there. No, there's still an edge. I'm trying to avoid the Karankawa ones for a little bit just because I know they are going to rebel soon enough, and then you add in more lands and then it just gets awkward. Artillery. Was this the army that was missing the artillery? That finally finished. Kennebec pays war reparations. This is colony of Kennebec. Kennebec is in like Quebec. Is that what Kennebec would be? Let me see here. Oh yeah, there's Kennebec. Okay. Decline offer. But it looks like we might be able to make separate pieces then with these other colonies. Does that mean we can make a separate piece here with Appalachia? No. Okay, what about Merrimack? Apparently, yes. Beautiful. Merrimack is ours. That's what you get, France. It's actually not you that did it. It was us becoming a great power that forced the issue, but it's what you get for breaking off our friendship. No, no, no. do it. It's going to be this. Hey, there we go. I'm not worried about the little bit of war score from these as a larger entity. Obviously, just taking that whole nation like that was a whole lot easier. Oh, okay. Adam of Cantona. Something nasty happened to you. Dang, minus 99. Is that the capital? Oh, of course that's the capital. I got 3,500. It's tier 8. Jeez. It's going to be hard to annex that whole nation. Let's see. Bohemia. White piece? Nope, not even close. Minus 34. Okay, we have secured the war goal for long enough so we can enforce it in a peace treaty if we wish to end the war. But really, it's kind of just it that we can enforce. It would be that state. I don't think we'd be able to claim anything else. Monthly research progress, 10% for 10 years. Institution growth doesn't matter as we are maxed out, but move towards innovative. I like that. 21 years remain. Play here for one more hour tops. Just bridge that gap, make it a little bit easier. Make it under 20 years for that last stream on Wednesday. That is the goal. That's the objective here. I'm going to get everything in Kennebec except for that capital and just see where that puts us while we are waiting for the ability to white peace a whole lot of nations. Yeah, see, we still have minus 57, even those tiny little demands of ours. That still doesn't eliminate Oklahoma. They would still have this little state inside Appalachia. Okay, European check-in. You guys not merging forces anymore? Did you forget how to do that? $22,600 here now. Yeah, we're definitely not chasing them out of there, but that's such a tiny, tiny war score for them. Two Sicilies would be another one, to separate piece, and it looks like they are ready for it. This is just them, right? There you go. There's one of your key players out. they were ready to get out. Others might also be ready to get out, like Brandenburg. Oh, Lower Bavaria's. Okay. Swahili, Icelandic. A little civil war just broke out. Meanwhile, I'm focused more on getting these guys out of the war. These other guys. Whoever they all might be. There we go. Bohemia's out. Austria's in the war too. Okay. Alright, before we bother with the rest of those, let me figure out where we're at with things. Koto's taking over Benin right now. And we have a double rebellion right here. Okay, we'll get you on sieging that one down. Anything in the Americas? Karankawa has joined them. They have Karankawa in the war. Okay, well, there's our chance to steal the land off of Karankawa that we were looking for. Iceland, Schwabek, and Sofala. If I can get an updated who the heck is in the war and who is not. Okay, for you, we want to call up levies. Come back to that one in a second. I got control up there. Those two will fall into control soon enough. These ones will have to be done manually just to make sure that this isn't going anywhere, but it's still at minus 99. I could theoretically double stack those and get 6 cannon. Okay, that's the one to watch out for because they actually do have numbers. And I think we might need to run away. They seem to be coming that direction. So, go run away. Good call. And they caught up to us anyway. Alright, maybe we need to bring these two forces together back here. have a numerical advantage, should be able to take them at that point. Wow, there's a lot going on here. Peace offer. White peace? Yes. Take all the randos. No France. Not yet, anyway. Quebec is part of France. You don't want to mess with that. And definitely not Genoa either. Each month that ticks by is a +1, so that's progress on that war calculation. But more than that, you also get the that war enthusiasm at some point, without all the friends, goes away. It's already pushed to -37 from where it was. Yeah, the war enthusiasm was -50, now it's -28. Okay, we do have some civil war over here. Quebec. In which case we have the one force. Oh, and then the Karankawa part too. Schwabek's on the backside. Now, 51,000 is a decent start, but that's definitely not going to do it by itself. Which means it might be time to just get these guys pieced out, then get France pieced out, and end that war so we can focus on Karankawa. So let's see how we're looking. Grab Casco. Can't grab here as we don't hold it. But if we take this one, we can. It's not Karankawa who's okay, -21. Still tied to France. There we go. Now let's try this again. We're almost linked up there, but not quite. I think we could probably take everything but the one location. Yeah, it's only an 18 war score, but that siege is just going to take forever and a day. So take the 7th piece, take the ducats. Then white piece France. Steve's, hey, welcome. Only Europa Universalis, and really only the last couple months. I have not live streamed since what, COVID. So definitely not a normal thing that I do, but I have today's stream, and I'm just over 20 years left in this campaign until I'm completely past the end date. So just trying to finish up this before I go on a little vacation end of next week. Alright, you are in place, but I don't want to take on 85k, so that is a lot of levies. So marching into here is not good at the moment, not without reinforcements. Go ahead and get defensive at least in Capino. And as they're moving away, we could probably just go reclaim that. Still check the European activity like Saxony. See if Saxony's ready for a white peace. They are. Mines. I don't think is Württemberg in the war? Hard to tell. They are. So many borders in the HRE. Hard to tell which one's which. Oh, we got our peace deal already. Yes, we did. Okay, France. Let's say you and I call it quits. Burgundy should not be in the war. Okay. Though I think they were in the war on the opposite side. Hopefully that does not mess up our union. But our union's not going anywhere as long as they belong to France. We can't absorb them. Nope, that's part of mines. Like there's not that many players left. Yeah, it just jumped to 68. Jesberg. Okay, get them out. 70. Finally, we're getting that advantage of these guys just want nothing to do with anything, and all of a sudden Genoa standing alone. Does not have support. And that's how you win this type of war. No need to invade all of Europe. These guys joined a little bit later. They still want out anyway. Last one. They're out too, so now it's just Genoa. And at 78% war score, we're going to be able to make demands. I'm going to wait one turn of the month so that there's no issue with calculations of what they might want to achieve or not. 30k. Mercs, mostly. But levies, definitely. That seems like one you want to march in on. Oh, well, there's the large force marched in on me. We've got a nice head start. Healthy morale advantage. No, not that much. They just marched a good little ways. Though that's a lot better than what that was shown a second ago. I will probably want to retreat out of this one. We have a little advantage everywhere, especially discipline, but they are going to be stronger than we are. And in fact, I'm taking a lot more losses than they are. So as soon as we can retreat, we will. I was waiting for these guys. That's why I was hanging back. But I didn't hang back enough. There we go. Now we can retreat. Let's retreat towards them. Losses are similar, so that really won't hurt me, especially when we have plenty in reserve. Be okay. Alright, now why are you only at 50? What happened to 79? Rapaholic, are you going to fight on our side here against Karankawa? Looks like you might. Gosh fell. You still have it. You're still -7. Jeez. Alright, these guys are just arriving on site. Outer edges, as they are not pushed inland right now. Let's go ahead and push a little more towards them. Now, where's our war goal for this one? The Ghana. That's Africa. We only have the one army down there, and it's literally still working on its first siege. So it's going to take them a minute. We'll focus on the war goal. Let's get you out of this territory, bring you on down south. This one's good. Do we want to go grab... grab a little war score. I'm losing ducats. That's first we've seen that in a while. But that's because we're also replenishing a large force. Genoa wants a white piece? Yeah, no freaking thanks. I got a plus 51% on you. Okay, they're very happy with that one, but I'm not. Let me figure out where all this is. There we go, it's down here. That's a -2, huh? +1. You know what? We've already grabbed a decent amount out of this war. Yeah. I need to focus on the other war. Oh, no ducats, because we're only at a +1. Take that. Getting closer. Getting much, much closer. Pretty much Alabama. And then that's my colony. Little west coast. Otherwise we have almost all of the US and then some, you know, got a good chunk of Canada, very good chunk of Mexico. Oh, Florida too, right? Still got to grab that off of Patano. Okay, the other colonies are doing their trick there. go into Nawa. You are in Tanawa. Gains food. Nikatai. Okay. We'll send one to get them there and one to get them underneath. Ooh, nice. Antagonism received minus 20%. I don't think we're going to have too many problems with... There's that force. With coalitions now. You know what? I'd like to go finish them off, but we need to deal with this, which, of course, the smaller force walks into a trap. We got 3 armies. We can get in there and deal with them. There's Coal Mine finally done. So we have... And they had naval support too, is the silly thing. So Fala is not the... It's... Look on it. There's the main one. So we'll come back for Sofala. Take 10,000 over. Head up. The 10,000 left. They can go deal with Sofala. Ooh. That's the force. The other army got to him. Okay. In which case we can move towards capital. But we need war score against Karankawa, not just a little war score. Which one is your castle? You are in... There. You have replenished your forces. Go ahead and go get Waco. Okay, you're a little bit smaller. Go ahead and take back what we lost. And the war score is starting to flip in our favor, plus 6%. Obviously, the first step is retaking, you know, the rebellions. But the second step... Go take them out. The second step is taking as much as we can off of Karankawa and trying to make a connection between the areas so that we can get proximity into there. Though we are getting some. Nope, we want to move on Waco. Oh, Safala's forces, okay. That's the one. There's Lagana. That's a different siege. Alright, go clear that force out. That was regulars. Toyal is your capital now? You moved your capital away from Karankawa? Huh. Okay. There's the main war goal. Just like that, we got a plus 35. So, we are on the last, or about to be on the last 2 sieges in all of Africa. We're not going to have to worry about anything there anymore. Now we're sitting on the capital, the new capital. And we're sitting on a fairly healthy war score already. So we're going to go grab a little bit more. We are still lacking one thing. We'll go deal with it shortly. There's a small force taken care of. Up to there, get closer to that one thing we need to deal with still. Oh. I forgot something. I did forget something. I forgot about you. Don't need to take it all, just need to take the capital. Speaking of, that was the other thing we need to take care of. Before we can end this thing, we've got to hold every capital. Otherwise you can't get it back. Alright, you're about to hold that. We should be reclaiming that imminently. So go ahead and go take back the capital. Meanwhile, you can go siege down this one. We don't have to move around quite as much. There we go. They're over there. I think I can just stand here on this force and make sure they don't come at me. The rest of that score doesn't matter. We're plus 73. Nice, starting right at 0, so that won't take long. I think Karankawa is the only one I can separate peace with. And we just took back that capital. About to get this castle, they're not paying for it. Already hold all of that, getting that back. %. Now we still gotta wait a little bit, right, for this siege to finish. So in the meantime, I'm gonna just keep sieging Karankawa a little bit longer, and then we'll try to grab the best peace deal we can grab at that point. And then we need to move some of these forces over to Florida, and we're going to need to move some of them up to the northwest to the... Well, there you go. That takes care of that one. Reclaim my castle, I guess. there's only 12 defenders. Assault. Meanwhile, August, we side with August. Nepotism sucks IRL, but it's great in game. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, that'll get that whole state back. So you can head on up towards New Spain. Except for it's winter. You can't get there right now. How far can we get you? To about there. Oh, that's a lot further away than I thought. Caught up to them faster than I expected to get there. Take the die back. Capitulation. Alright, separate sue for peace for with Karankawa. And we start with taking these states. But let me connect. So maybe like here. Boy, that's an 84. 96. 106. That doesn't work. Oh, come on. You're not giving me my land bridge I need. So that means we move to a totally different area to get the land bridge. Doing each of all of this work down here. We have a plan B. Now we're connected. Estio. All right, we're at 51. $66. Wish I may, wish I might. Okay, 78. $95. 99. 101. 99, 100. There you go. We're taking the northern half. That's the unfortunate thing about them not being fully in this war. We're able to get all that we can off of them without any issue, except that we can't get as much as we could if we were in a regular colonial war with them. With them trying to break off instead of supporting. But we get what we can. Karankawa still remains our colony for now. What's left of that one anyway. Let's go ahead. We're going to push into December before I finish this thing off. We'll wait. Place that guy. Egypt, the military hegemony. We just cored some of the lands. And now we should be able to get everything. Nope, should be able to annex everybody. Go ahead and clear, start over. It's always weird when you're like selecting that button. Okay, where are you and why are you not letting me pick you up? Oh, I don't have Sofala yet. Come on. Lag. The late game lag when it first came out was really, really bad. The lag is only occasional now. Definitely not as severe as it was. I remember crawling through this phase of my first like 2 campaigns. Establish standing regiments, army morale, army tradition, decay. And now that looks like a pretty good option. Good strong fighting force. Are you guys heading in like you were supposed to? Yes, you are. Karankawa still not happy. We do have some cannons for this force, right? Ooh, what is that? That's a new one I locked. What is it? Oh, assist combat in adjacent locations. That's what that is. Okay. So what's it going to take to bring this down? It's at level 6. 3,000. We're not getting a blockade bonus. There's your ports right here. How are we not getting a blockade? I don't see how 33 ships are not capable of blockade of 1 port. Need 1 more heavy. That's probably all it is. There's 5 of them. It's a tier 6. 1 heavy for each level? I don't know. But we're making progress now. Gotta wait for that the war to end. But that does not mean I have to wait for it. Everything else. We can get these guys to march down here. Do I want that 39k? Yes, I do. Just bring them both down there. May, you still can't approach. See how strong New Spain is. Yeah, with a full force we'll be fine. That's what we were avoiding. Now that we just defeated their forces, we can go take back the rest of the island. I could have given them a commander, would have made them a little bit stronger. $38 million. We've already added $5 million in how many years have we played? 8, 10, 8. 8 years we've added 5 million pops. Get into a town that might give us a little bit of a boost for supply. As soon as they're up there, maybe we want to start that war. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Nova Scotia, finally. Welcome to the party, Nova Scotia. They and Erie are the only ones that have not rebelled just yet. There we go. Okay. Morale. Wait for the morale to tick up. Give me a few days. There it is. Okay, Patano is the war goal. Oh, I have a slight problem. I cannot declare war while I have levies. And I have just that little bit. Oh, and these guys are here. They just arrived. So go ahead and disband. Oh, where's our New Spain? Did New Spain quit on us? New Spain was supposed to be part of this war. Apparently they chickened out. So New Spain, are you still tied to New Spain? Okay. Kishtak. We would get Castile, Naco, and teriyaki chicken. No, that's not right, but right. Well, I like the Akishtak, and I probably have a truce with them. Now that white piece is all. Let me see. Do we have a truce with you? Oh, they have an alliance. Okay. And yes, there's still a truce. So we would have to focus on New Spain. In which case, build that spy network. But I do like the idea. We already have one army in place to be able to push into New Spain, and then Patano shouldn't take but a few seconds. And then it's a long march back over across the country, but we'll start as soon as the war's over. Alrighty, 24%. There's the capital. They are going to end up taking that back. Do we want to... Oh, it's almost all levies. Alright, we don't have to go get the last... We don't have to get... is that like Tampa Bay or something like that? I've not been to Florida. Not my specialty. Don't know that map perfectly well. Okay, I think that'll probably do it. Yeah, we have a 100% war score. So, your capital is there. So we're going to send our good army to that one. We'll send the smaller army further north. It makes more sense to go Silver Lake. Okay, total annexation. And more of the Americas is ours. We've got Florida. African fleet. Coalition disbanded for now. 7%. Come on, you gotta be making progress. Still 2,600 defenders, so you cannot assault. There they are. Oh, the other one took a much more northerly route. Oh, yeah, that third fleet was just giving us some maritime presence there. We still never got our navy back up to full strength. 40 million pops, by the way, with the addition of Florida. Is that enough to be second yet? Yeah, you're sitting through winter. That one two-decker's nearly done. We do have a few rebellions that are nearly ready to kick off. And two of our colonies are working much better than what we had there for a while. Really surprised Rappahannock has not sparked a rebellion of their own, though Karankawa is the only one who's mad right now. Okay, those guys are already getting close. But Spy Network's only at 10. It's going to take a little while. Alright, the ledger. While that continues to tick by a couple months. Score, Great Wu, of course, the dominant force. We still have not cracked this list on admin score. There we are at 80.14. Diplo ability, number 1, almost double everybody else. Military, making progress. We've come a long ways with that one. We were just barely cracking the bottom of the list last we checked 10, 15 years ago. And we're almost halfway up that list. a little bit of a gap to get to the next few, maybe 4. Size of force would really kind of help push that one along. And score, we've passed up a few nations. We're up to, or 2 nations. We were 17th. We're now 15th. There's siege ability. A few more cores. Just integrated the Red River area. You're still sitting on 7%. My goodness. Not getting anywhere. Alright, so Red River. Oh man, that all kind of opened all of this up too. Georgia, we have what we have now. Anything closer to the capital, I think, is probably the best thing for us. So we'll take those. Yeah, we have all of Georgia now. 6 locations that we're adding in to core, or to integrate, that is. Hey, Siege of Sofala is successful. And immediately we just got our next. Okay, well, let's finish this one now that we have Sofala. Alright, and then taking a look. Nothing for Africa. Karankawa joins again. Okay, Tam Talk. Tufshur, Tia. I don't remember where that one is, but I'm guessing Pantapek. That's our Central American. It is, yeah. Almost all of Tam Talk. There you go. There's the little guy there, Tufshur. And Pantapek, and they are the first ones that rebelled, so they are the ones that are going to be kind of the leader. But Karankawa strikes again. So we're going to want to pull forces down. We'll leave that force up here, I guess. And that's that one. Anyway, so we've got 18 years left. I have succeeded in my goal for the day. Karankawa with yet another rebellion. We were able to take all of this the last time. I don't know if I don't think I'm going to be able to fully annex them under these circumstances, but we can absolutely claim another good old chunk of land. And I think we finish off the Mississippi now and kind of get through this pocket, and then whatever else we can grab from up there and shrink them down to just this area for one final eventual war. But we just cannot seem to keep Erie or Rappahannock or Nova Scotia upset. And so they have not been wanting to rebel on us, which is fine. But at the same time, kind of want all that land for ourselves, claim those pops. We just dropped back down to 38 million, but no big deal. That's 2 billion. Florida was 2 million. Oh, well, Tam Talk and all of these guys too. Collectively, were only 2 million. They weren't counted. What am I talking about? Tam Talk and the Central American forces, they were 2 million in pops. All right, folks, that's going to do it for this one. One last stream on Wednesday to wrap this series up. So close. So close on that one. And like to get back into that top three, so we'll have to push out some more naval forces, push out some more military forces, finish off our Akishtak and New Spain war so that I can get all the way Pacific coastline, most of the U.S. in our possession. Karankawa, same, likewise with that, even though it's our colony anyway. But that's kind of the only remnants in this little New Spain pocket. I'm pretty okay with having 48 of 50 states in our possession. Oh, 47, 46, Alaska, Hawaii. 46 of 50 states in our possession, but then also multiple Mexican and Canadian states. And then everything else that we have makes us much, much larger. And we are not the United States. We're Kingdom of America, but we're Scotland. So, to have done what we have done. This is more than I did with the last Ottoman campaign that we did, and the Ottomans are so much stronger. So, very pleased with the progress here. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out here. Out there. Bye for now.